Fassler Hall, we opened up in December. So we're in our ninth month now. Opened right before Christmas, and it was crazy. We've been very, very fortunate coming out of the deal here. So German beer hall. The way that we set it up, got a huge patio, kind of cross-branded it with another concept that we've had before up in Tulsa. So we're cross-branded with the Dust Bowl. It's the retro themed bowling alley downstairs. But Fassler is the one that seems to get a little more attention as far. It's bigger, it's a little more flashy as far as just when you get a lot of people in here. We can fit about 1,100 people in here. Got about a 7,000 square foot patio. Really focus on German beer and house-made sausages. We've got 18 beers on draft, and then we do probably about another 50 or so in bottles. And we really focus on imports. We stay on the Germans as much as we possibly can. We hit some Belgian beers and some of that stuff, and there's a few thrown in there that we just kind of have to have. An American craft, we have an IPA on draft, we have a cider, we have a domestic, and we try and support the local when we can, as long as it's a German style.
Sure.
You know, it's kind of funny, everybody asks me about the beer and immediately goes to American craft. And that's what's hot right now, it really is. So with us doing all the imports and doing all the German imports and all that, it's really surprising how much success we've had with it.
Yeah.
That's
where it came from.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, I had a group of guys in just the other day that were trying out some beers, and it was really kind of funny. They were comparing them to American craft, and I was like, no, this is kind of the original guys, you know, but in the past, you know, if they're under, you know, even under 30, but especially under 25 or something, and a new beer drinker, American craft's really on the forefront. Well, these are where they came from, and it's been really unique to be able to embrace that and show that they're still around for a reason. You know, we've got the oldest beer in the world, allegedly, the Weihenstephaner. I think they have records of selling beer back in 608. So, you know, 1,500 years of selling beer, they did something right.
Right.
So, yeah. And then we really do focus on that, and then we're just getting ready for Oktoberfest. You know, that's going to be the big
this year?
Being our first, we're going to try some things that try not to make it too big, but I think we're going to have some pretty good success with it. No one in Oklahoma City's really been huge on it. There's a great one out in Choctaw. The Old Germany out there does a great job on it, and I've actually spoken with Mike several times. He's a good dude, and he's been really helpful. So we're going to do some bands. We're going to do probably a tent outside, do some smaller bands in here in our venue that we can play out on the patio, set up the bigger ones outside, probably make it about a 3 or 4 day event. We're going to kick off on Thursday night, but the Oktoberfest will be Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we're really going to drive towards family. We're all ages up until 8 p.m. every day, which is something that the other Fassler in Tulsa wasn't able to do. So we've had some really good success with being able to have some kids in here and dog-friendly patio and all that stuff.
So learn for 10 years down the
road. Sure. You know, make them a little more aware of those German beers and the house-made brats and sausages.
What are the dates?
That starts on the 24th, and then it's 25th, 26th, 27th. But the 24th will be kickoff. And then it's that Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Like I said, we're still working out some of the details on that. We're going to see what we can do, though, about doing something from Midtown that can be more family-friendly. We do all of our sausage in-house. We buy every ingredient, we grind them, we season them, we do every part of it in-house. They are natural casings. And I'll tell you what, coming out of the gates, we were real surprised with I was surprised with the reception that we got towards it. I didn't know how many times the same guy would come in and eat sausage, you know what I mean? We've got some really devout regulars I'm really impressed with. Man, we've been fortunate. We use most of the recipes that Tulsa Fassler developed. Our menus are very, very similar. We have a few additions because we've got a little bigger spot. But for the most part, it's very similar. And we are playing with a couple of new ones coming into the fall. I don't really want to name them yet because we may change before they get here, but we're still staying as true to it as we can. We do a hunter, and that one's got bison and venison in it, and then we do a couple of them with some cheese mixed in. We've got a jalapeno cheddar, and then we do our brat with some cheddar in it. So we do 7 different ones basically, and we've got some room to grow on. So. We do schnitzel, which is, you know, it's funny because people order it and then they get it and they're like, oh, this is kind of like chicken fry. And I'm like, well, That's what we call it. But they, we do a pork and a chicken schnitzel. We do a rotisserie chicken, which would be a whole chicken. You can buy it by the half. That's been incredibly popular. We do duck fat fries, so fresh cut fries, and then we fry them in duck fat, which has been really unique, and people love it. And then our number one's our pretzel. That's our number one, and I think it's for people that are, if they're not adventurous, they're safe with a pretzel with smoked Gouda cheese sauce and it's been our biggest. And then on happy hour we do some mini versions of our hot dogs and our bratwurst. So, but those are the big ones right there. And we do some salads, and then we have some other things. But the sausage and the schnitzel are the ones that really drive it. We are in Midtown, what I would consider right in the middle of Midtown actually. We're on 10th and we're in between Hudson and Walker. So it's 421 North 10th Street. If you're coming in from Park, which is on the north side of us, we're 420 Park. So we do have two addresses, so people get confused on that, but 421 10th is the easiest, and that's the downstairs area there. And we open 11 o'clock every day, and we open till 2 a.m. every day. We do brunch on Saturday and Sunday. It runs till about 3 p.m.
Thanks, man.